guys, welcome back and thank you for coming back to my main channel. As you guys know, I've opened up a secondary channel called Finstock by Rolling with Carlos. I will go ahead and leave it in the description below, the link to that channel in case you are a Miami Dolphins fan. In this video, we're going to go ahead and discuss the ups and downs of being a national champion, of winning a national championship, especially in this era of NIL that Coach Golden is going to face, where he has to add new players, maintain players, and some players may leave if they feel that the bench for the 2025 season, 2025-2026 season is too deep, which in that case, he's going to face attrition, and he's going to add players to mitigate the attrition he's going to face. But on some good news, before we go in and start talking about the attrition and the additions and who may stay, who may not, UF is very close to a long-term deal with Coach Golden. This article is by Kyle Lander from Florida Gators on Sports Illustrated, which is a co-worker of Cam Parker. Florida Gators men's basketball coach Todd Golden on Saturday announced that he and the school are close to putting pen to paper on a new deal to keep him in Gainesville for a while. I feel like we're very close to putting something together that will keep the Goldens in Gainesville for quite a while, he said after his program celebrated during the halftime of the football team's spring game. I think in the next week or two, we'll get to the finish line on that. Upon completion, this would be the second straight year that Florida and Golden have come to terms on a new deal. Just over a year ago, the university gave him a 2-year extension that kept him in town until the 2029-2030 season. Additionally, it also came with a bump in his salary that gives him $4.1 million a year. Florida handing their up and coming star head coach a new contract isn't all that surprising. Off the back of a national championship, their first since 2007, and an SEC title, their first since 2014, Golden's name has risen up the ranks in the head coaching world. His success came after years of average basketball in Gainesville, with only one season where the Gators made it past the Elite Eight from 2016 to 2022 under Mike White, making the decision to extend him a no-brainer. Additionally, Golden explained he and his family have come to love living in Gainesville, which gave Golden the key to the city during Saturday's celebration. My family and I love being here, Golden stated. Obviously, it was a big change for us coming from the West Coast, not knowing a lot of people here. But in 3 short years, we've been able to meet a lot of great people and get comfortable. Florida's a place that we can win national championships, as we just proved. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy offseason for Golden, though. He'll have to work on replacing all 3 of his starting guards, Walter Clayton, Elijah Martin, and Will Richard, all departing, and he'll have to fend off NBA shooters for forwards Alex Honnold and potentially Thomas Houck. Luckily for him, his program was given a helping hand by UF mega booster Gary Condren. who reported who reportedly donated $1 million to the university's NIL partner, Florida Victorious, for the men's basketball program after the collective already raised at least $500,000 in a donation match campaign. Okay, guys, that's the first article. As you can see, Coach Golden will probably be receiving an extension sometime soon. They say he has to replace 3 guards. I say he has to replace 2 guards because Denzel Aberdeen will be one of the starting guards for next season. I'm going to read to you an article from 24/7, Swamp 24/7, and it talks about Denzel being patient and being the second or third option coming off the bench, and now he's going to be a starter during the 2025-2026 season. And this article is by Graham Hall and was written on April 10th, 2025. Florida will soon commence the process of rebuilding its roster while they continue celebrating the program's national championship, though UF won't have to look far for its starting point guard next season. Amid UF's run to the title, which concluded Monday night in San Antonio with a 65-63 victory over Houston, head coach Todd Golden made it abundantly clear junior guard Denzel Aberdeen had done more than enough to take over the starting point guard role for the Gators during the 2025-2026 season, even with Florida all but guaranteed to add guards to the roster via the NCAA's transfer portal. Against the Cougars, Aberdeen proved he was capable of the task ahead of what will be an offseason filled with improvement from the Orlando native. With Walter Clayton Jr. being held in check throughout the opening 25 minutes of the contest, the Gators repeatedly turned to the 6'5", 190-pound Aberdeen to kickstart Florida's offense, and the in-state guard delivered with 7 points and a pair of rebounds in 18 minutes off the bench. Aberdeen played a critical role in UF turning a 12-point deficit into a 2-point victory, finishing the game plus 4 minus minutes. Like the rest of his teammates, he was still soaking it in before reflecting on the future with the program. It feels great, man, just being from the state of Florida, representing my city of Orlando, and just being in the position. I'm just blessed by God, Aberdeen said in UF's locker room. It's a blessing. There were multiple opportunities to head elsewhere, including before his arrival at Florida. Aberdeen was the lone commitment to the previous regime to remain pledged to head coach Todd Golden. Florida's coaching staff had a promising piece invested in Golden and Company's success before stepping foot on campus. His freshman season, Aberdeen made just 12 appearances, and he had a chance to join multiple Power 4 programs and have a larger role. Ahead of the 2023-2024 season, he brought back in, yet his role would rather be limited once again, despite appearing in 32 games for the Gators. His potential was indicated in the postseason when Aberdeen scored a career best 20 points in the SEC tournament against Texas A&M. Multiple teams tried to get him to enter the NCAA transfer portal. In the aftermath, sources told 12/24/7, only for him to return to the program, even with Clayton Jr. opting to come back for one final year. After going through the NBA's pre-draft process. It meant accepting a secondary role once again. Aberdeen didn't flinch, didn't sulk, nor pout. His patience would be rewarded in due time, he believed, which came to fruition Monday with Florida's national championship. Credit it to my guys, credit to the coach, staff for allowing me to stay in this program, even with the coaching change. And I'm just grateful for each and every one of them believing in me and putting self-confidence in myself, Aberdeen said. It just paid off. I'm happy it's paid off. A larger role is on the horizon for Aberdeen, with the Gators now tasked with repeating as national champions. Aberdeen's potential leading and team's backcourt. Leading the team's backcourt. Having observed Florida veterans in the backcourt, Aberdeen is of the belief he is well prepared for the role he'll compete for next season. They helped me from the day they walked in here. Walt, Will, and Elijah, I appreciate y'all boys. Aberdeen said, I'm thankful for them for helping me build me up, for giving me the confidence, telling me to do what I do when I got in the game. They left a legacy for Florida. Amid the celebration in the locker room, Aberdeen began thinking of his future in Gainesville, one which will see him tasked with a larger role and the potential to bring a fourth title to Gainesville. It wouldn't have occurred without a steadfast patience, his determination to see things through in an era of collegiate athletics where heading elsewhere has never been easier. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's something I'm looking forward to do. Aberdeen said of becoming the team's starting point guard. I'm just glad that we got to win today. And we want to win back to back, just like 06 and 07 teams did. I'm just enjoying the moment right now, though, being with my family. And talking about attrition, like they said, Condon is going to look into the NBA draft, and we'll find out more if he's going to leave to the NBA. And also, today, earlier came out that, hold on, that a backup player by the name of Gators Kubalekais is entering the transfer portal. He barely played, but I'll read to you the article by Cam Parker, which is a friend of the channel actually, and see what he wrote today. The first player from Florida's national championship roster is set to leave the program through the NCAA transfer portal. Sophomore guard Cages, who played in 13 games over the last 2 seasons, will enter the portal. Basketball analyst Jeff Goodman reported Monday the Lithuanian native will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Florida guard Cages plans to enter the transfer portal. Although he rarely saw the court in 2 seasons with Florida, during which he averaged .84 points across his 13 appearances and mop-up duty, Kubikias is well known for his performance in international play, especially in his home country of Lithuania. Prior to attending Florida, he started for Zalgiris II where he averaged 9.1 points and 3.3 assists in 37 games, where he helped the team to a second league championship. He also spent last summer participating in a FIBA U20 championship Euro basketball, leading Lithuania to a 5-2 record and a 5th place finish in the event, after averaging 11.3 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. So it was a great experience, he said. It was my fourth tournament because I was previously in the U15 and U16, and now it was my last U20. In general, it was good to play. It was good to compete against different countries, and I like that. Kabikis joined Florida in the summer of 2023, filling the Gators' final scholarship spot at the time. I dug a little bit into Gator history and what the club is, he said in October. I acknowledge that this is a really big university with a really big history, and I thought this is the place I wanted to be. Should Kabikis officially enter the transfer portal, he would be the 5th scholarship player to depart the program for the time being. Is set to lose senior guards Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Will Richard, and sophomore forward Alex Condon will declare for the NBA draft while retaining his collegiate eligibility. Head Coach Todd Golden announced Saturday. So there you see, guys, Alex Condon will be entering the NFL draft. The Gators are set to return guards Denzel Aberdeen, Isaiah Brown, and Urban Koviskus, a scholarship, while adding high school signees Alex Lloyd and CJ Ingram. Florida is also expected to be active in the portal to rebuild its guard rotation. So Florida's going to be having a lot of attrition, guys. It's a good thing to win the national championship, but like stated earlier, it also comes with its negative effects of it, because you got bench players that are not playing, they're going to leave the program. So Coach Golden, congratulations on being close to a extension, but also congratulations on having to work and to rebuild the program to try to go back to back. Guys, if you like what you're watching, please hit the subscribe button, leave comments down below, and let's keep growing the Rolling with Carlos family as we shift this channel to full Gators content. Stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators. Have a good day. Peace.